Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a real-time application called as MP3 pitch changer inside Node.js and Express. For this purpose we will be using a open source library called as FFmpeg, which is used for audio and video processing. So on your screen you can see a short little demo of the application what we will be building in this video. So we will also be deploying this application to the Heroku hosting platform at the end of this video. So please make sure that you watch the entire video. So let me just show you a short demo. Here if I reload the application and choose a mp3 file, this is my test.mp3 file, and let me just stick to the default options and let me click on the download mp3. So first of all, it will upload this file to the server and it will make these changes, manipulations to the audio file, and it will again automatically download it as an attachment. So let me just open this file and you listen to this audio. Hello friends, this is a test video which is tested this pitch. You can see the slight difference as compared to the original audio. It is somewhat slower. So now if I change this value some more, let me just change the tempo to 1.5 and let me decrease the pitch value to 0.5 and once again download mp3 and you will see a slight more difference. If I open this file,
Hello friends, this is a test video which is tested.
so now you can see that the voice is a funny voice, somewhat similar to beer. So I think this will be a fun little application. You can try out these values accordingly. Let me just change it to 1.5 the pitch value, and again you can have tempo values. Let's suppose I change this to 50, and if I just download mp3 and if I open this file here, you can see the file is not opening because the speed is so fast. So I need to decrease this tempo value. Let's suppose I change this to 2.5, and if I again download mp3, so now you can see that it is speaking so fast. So you can just play with this application depending upon the values that you provide, and you can manipulate any sort of mp3 file that you provide to this application. So all the source code regarding this application will be there inside the video description. Go to the video description and you will land to my step-by-step blog. Here I have given the step-by-step instruction on how to make this application from scratch, and at last I have also given a link which is download source code. Here you can download the whole source code in a zip file. So let's get started guys by building this application. So I will go to my desktop directory which is there and go to the projects directory, and I will make a new directory, make directory pitch changer, and I will cd into the pitch changer directory, and I will initialize the empty Node.js project with the default options npm init-y. So this will create the empty package.json file with the default options. Now we need to install three dependencies. First is the Express, which will be the server of the application. Next will be Malta, which will be used to upload files, mp3 files to the server. And the third dependency will be NodeMon, which will automatically restart the application whenever you make any sort of changes to it. So this will take some time guys. In the meantime, what we can do is that we can close out the other applications which are opened. So let me just close this and let me just stop this server. Also close this and also close this. And I forgot to tell you guys, I am assuming that you have already installed the FFmpeg library. If you don't install it, go to Google and type here FFmpeg, and the very first link which comes in, this is the official website of FFmpeg. Click on this website and you simply need to download it for your respective operating system. My operating system is Windows, so just click the download button and install your binaries. So in order to cross check that you have verified, you have successfully installed it, just type ffmpeg on your command line. If the command is successful, then you have successfully installed ffmpeg. And let me now check all the packages are installed. So if I open this file inside Visual Studio Code, So you will find a file called as package.json is automatically created for you by these commands. So if you open this file, you will see a slide description about your project, which is name, version, description. And here you just need to make two scripts. First is a start script for the production. So this script will be used by Heroku once we deploy this application. So make sure that you change this value to node index.js. So in the last tutorials I have gone through the same steps. So in this video I will not repeat the same steps once again. So as you all know, this def start script, here we will initialize the nodemon index.js. Now we just need to create the starting point application. The steps are very much simple, and also I think I will repeat myself. We again need to create an index.html file, load this file inside our express application. So at times I will copy paste the code. So I have created so many videos on this topic, so you can watch the other videos where I have explained step by step on how to do these things in detail. So you can also watch these videos as well. So we will make a get route once we load the application. So here we simply need to send a simple HTML file which is there inside the root directory, which we will create, which is index.html. Now we need to start this application app.listen on a specified port number. So the second argument is a callback function. So here we can console log that inside backtick symbol that app is listening on port, this port, which is dynamically put variable. So we need to create this variable which is port number. So port will be equal to process.env.port, or run this on 3000 if you are running on a local host environment. So now we need to create this file simply. So create this index.html file, and I will not type the HTML code, guys, because this will make the video lengthy. I will simply go to my blog. You also go to my blog, which is given in the video description, and I have explained step-by-step instruction. So this is a file. Simply copy this file, and here you need to paste it. So this is a code. So if you run your file here by executing the command, which is npm run dev start, so it will start your express server on port number 3000. So it will show your message here, app is listening on port 3000. If you open this localhost 3000, you will see your heading mp3 pitch changer, and this is a input file button. If you click this, a dialog window will appear where you can select files, and this is the two fields number. Here you can provide only numeric value, pitch value, and tempo value. So we have defined these three values inside index.html. The main thing to notice is that we have given each input field a name attribute, where we will use this name attribute inside Express to get the value that the user has submitted. Every field has a name attribute attached to it. You can see this has this name attribute is equal to file. You can see that. So now we simply need to make this post request, which is slash change pitch. But before that, we need to make a dynamic folder where we can save these uploaded mp3 files. For that, we can create dynamically these folders. So if you have followed my previous tutorials, I have followed the same approach. For this, you need to first of all require the file system module. So I can just simply copy this code, and right before this you need to require the file system, which is a built-in module. You need not have to install this. So to simply paste it here, we are dynamically creating the public directory and the uploads directory. So you can see as I copy pasted this code, nodemon automatically refreshes my application, and we have successfully created these two folders programmatically instead of statically creating it. So you can see that. Now the next step comes is we need to upload these files, but before that we also need to tell Express that make this public folder as static. So this is a middleware that we can use, app.use express.static public. After that we need to load also the body parser middleware, which is very much necessary if you fetch the form values. So declare this body parser, and you need to require it. So this is also a built-in module. You need not have to install it. So these are the two lines that you need to write, URL encoded, and here you need to pass this extended option to false, and the second line is body parser dot json. That's it. So now after initializing this body parser, we need to upload these mp3 files to our server using a library called as Malter. So first of all, we need to require this libraries at the very top. So we can say cons Malter require it, and we also need to require the path module, which is again a built-in module. We will require this module for getting the extension name of the file. So this contains a method so that you can get the extension of the file from the file name. So we again need to copy this code. This is the configuration code. So here we tell Malter where we need to store these files. So simply what we can do, we can initialize the storage. So it is using the disk storage. First of all, we are telling the destination. So all the files will be stored inside the public folder and inside the uploads folder, and we will give dynamic name to the file which is uploaded by using the date.now function. After that, we also need to validate our input data. For this, we will use this audio filter. So we will check that only the mp3 files are uploaded, not the image files or video files. For doing this, this is a custom function that we have created. So we are checking that if the extension is only mp3. So if the extension is mp4, we return an error message that only audio files are allowed. So after creating all this, we can create an upload variable, and then we can call the Malter library. First of all, we can pass the storage to the storage middleware that we have created, and then we can pass the file filter property to the audio filter that we have created. That's it. So now we can simply make the post request in order to handle the form app.post. So it will post to change pitch, and here we can use this middleware which is upload.single in order to upload a single file. And now here we need to pass the name attribute that you have given inside index.html. So we have given this file here, so simply you need to copy paste this name here, and the third argument is the callback function request response. So now to cross check if the file is uploaded, we can check from this if condition request.file. So if it is true, then we can also print the path of the file by request.file.path. So now if you upload a file, let's suppose I upload this test file, click on the download mp3. So now you will see your console, it will print out the path of the mp3 file which is uploaded. If you click the left hand side, you will see this file is uploaded inside the uploads folder. So now we simply need to call the ffmpeg library and execute the shell command. So for executing shell commands in Node.js, we also need to require one other module, which is the child process module, which is again a built-in module in Node.js. From this we need to extract this execute command. So basically this is a method in order to execute shell commands. So we can type here execute, and here you can just execute any command line instruction inside your Node.js application. So if you follow the blog here, you will see, first of all, we can get the pitch and the tempo. So for this we can create variables for storing it, var pitch and var tempo. So now we first of all need to get this information. So pitch will be equal to request dot body dot the name attribute that you have given inside this index.html. We have given pitch and tempo. So pitch, and for the tempo, this is request.body.tempo. In order to cross check, we can also console log these values. First is the pitch, next is tempo. That's it. So now whatever you submit, let's suppose I again upload this file, click download mp3. So it is telling me the file argument must be of type strings. So I think we have made a mistake here. So what is telling here? Oh, sorry, we have executed this function, so that is why it is creating error. So if you select your file, click on download mp3. So if you check the console, all these values will be printed out. This is the value of the pitch, this is the tempo value, and this is your uploaded file path. So now we simply need to execute this command, which will be responsible for changing the pitch and the tempo. So if you follow the blog here, you will see inside this I have given this command here. So you simply need to copy this command. So this is a technical command, so I will not write it. So you just need to go to my blog and copy it. So we just copy it, and here we will call the execute function and paste it. So put this backtick symbol. So we are using the ffmpg, and we are putting dash I. Dash I stands for input. So here we will provide the path of the input file. After this we have this flag, which is dash AF. Dash AF stands for audio filter, and this is a audio filter in ffmpg, which is asset rate. Here we will dynamically put the pitch value at these locations. R sample will be constant to 44,100, and A tempo will be equal to the tempo value. And this is the output file path. So we can also generate the output file path. So we can just create this function, variable at the top, where we can define the output file location. So just declare this output file path. So this will be equal to date.now. This will give a unique name to it, and we can concatenate output.mp3 to it. That's it. So after creating it, this also returns a callback function. Put a comma, and this contains three variables: error, standard out, and standard error. This is the arrow function, and if any kind of error take place, we can throw this error. In the else block, we can just download the file. So for downloading it, there is a method which is response.download, and here we can put our output file path, and this also returns a callback if any sort of error take place. So we can just check here. If any sort of error take place, we need to throw this error. Else, let me just show you if it is working or not. So if I go to my application, if I select my test.mp3 file, and if I click download mp3, so you will see my mp3 file is successfully downloaded. And what we need to do is that after we carry out the conversion process and also downloaded the file, we also need to delete these files which are stored. So for doing this, let me just go to my project, which is pitch changer, and let me delete all the files for now. So for deleting the files, we have a function which is there inside the file system module, which is, I think this function is, if you go to my blog here, you will find this function, unlink sync. this is a function, and here you need to provide the path. So we need to also delete the input file, which is request.file.path, and we also need to delete the output file as well. So unlink sync. So once we have downloaded and carry out the conversion process, it is better to delete the file rather than to store the file on the server. So the output file path is stored inside this variable. That's it. So now it will automatically delete it whenever the file is downloaded. So once again, if I click download, so you will see no file is there inside the server. Automatically it is deleted. So if I listen the audio, hello friends, this is a test video which is, so you can see the difference if I change this pitch value to 1.8.
Hello friends, this is a test video which is tested this pitch
So now you can see that these are all this is a working application. Now to deploy to the Heroku platform, we need to first of all deploy this code to GitHub. For this, we need to make a gitignore file inside our root directory and ignore the node modules directory, and go to a command line and execute this command git init git add dash git commit dash m. So this will be a first commit. So it will commit all these files. Now we simply need to go to github.com and create a new repository. So go to github.com and click on the new option to create a new repository. So here we can give a repository name of pitch changer and write a simple description. This is a sample pitch changer app using FFmpeg in Node and Express. And then click on the button create repository. So after that it will give you a unique URL. This is a command git remote add origin. So simply you need to go and copy this command, and lastly you need to push the changes git push -u origin master. So this will push all your files to the repository. So you will notice that your node modules folder and the public and the uploads folder will not be uploaded. The public and uploads folder will be automatically get created whenever you run the application for the very first time. So after you deploy this code, go to heroku.com. So I'm assuming that you have an account on Heroku. So just verify your debit card for creating it. I have many apps running on this. You can see. Click on the new option and click create new app, and just give a name to it, pitch changer app, and this name is available. Create app, and now comes the very important step. You need to install the FFmpeg library to your project. So this step I have illustrated in my previous tutorials as well, so I will just show you what you need to do. So first of all, go to settings, and here you need to add your build pack. So click this option, add build pack, and here you need to copy paste the URL of the GitHub repository of FFmpeg. So I have this repository link here, so just wait. So this is a link. So simply you need to copy this, paste it, click on save changes, and also you need to add the Node.js build pack, as this is a Node.js application. Click save changes, and after this you can go to the deploy section, and you first of all need to click on GitHub to connect your GitHub repository, and here you need to select your search for your GitHub repository. Click on search. So this is my repository. Click on the connect option and click on this option, enable automatic deploys. So this will automatically deploy your application whenever you make changes to your GitHub repository. And for the very first time, you need to click on this option, deploy branch, to deploy your master branch to Heroku. So you will see it will install FFmpeg. It has detected that this is a FFmpeg app. So it is installing the dependencies. So just wait. So once it finishes, it will have a open app button here. So I will give all these links, the live demo of the app and also the source code link inside the video description. So you will see your app was successfully deployed. If I click the view option, so it has given a unique URL to my app, which is online. Anyone can see it. If I zoom in, you will see MP3 pitch changer. If I choose a MP3 file and if I click download MP3, so it will again carry out the conversion process and it will download the MP3 file. Hello friends, this is a test video. So if I make the pitch to 1.8,
Hello friends, this is a test video which is
so in this way guys, you can make this awesome looking application which changes your MP3 pitch and tempo in Node.js and Express using FFmpeg. All the source code regarding this video will be there inside the video description. Please like the video, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in next tutorial.